welcome to our interview. This is an interview about labor migration, and this is our speaker. Please, before starting, could you please tell us about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Özgür Ozondar. I have been working at language school since 2015, and I graduated from Bosphorus University, and I worked in Istanbul for 14 years. I gave 1 year break to my career, and I started my PhD courses in Hacettepe University. My family lives in Ankara. So I spent 1 year in Ankara, and then I migrated to Kayseri for labor in 2015.
Thank you. Are you living with your family?
No, I'm living alone.
Okay, how do you feel about being away from your family?
First of all, it is not very easy because you need to be responsible for all household chores and monthly budgets, and also you need to be alone in your free time. Sometimes it is not easy to stand, but if you get used to after a while, you can understand your own characteristics, your own lifestyle, your own tastes, and you get used to living alone.
How did you find about your current workplace?
I was about to finish my PhD program's course parts, so I will try the thesis. And in my program, all my classmates were university instructors at different state universities in Turkey. I asked them the conditions, and they said state university conditions are very, very good compared to the private universities. So I checked the website, Higher Education Council, YÖK, and I saw 3 advertisements, and I applied to 3 different universities, and first Abdullah Gül University accepted. I mean, my classmates in my PhD program and YÖK's website.
What are the differences between your expectations before coming here and the reality when you got here?
Yes. The biggest obstacle that I encountered when I came to Kayseri was the attitude of local people towards others, because I was grown up in a big city. I lived in a cosmopolitan city of Turkey, Istanbul. I had liberal mind. My attitudes, even my clothes were very different from local people here. So the biggest obstacle that I encountered is a kind of culture shock, because Kayseri is a closed community. People have some beliefs and values, and they are very fixed, and it is not easy to adapt them.
Okay. What is the best thing about living in Kayseri?
Kayseri is very easy city. First of all, for example, I live very close to my university workplace, so I save a lot of time. For example, when my work finishes at 4, I have a lot of time to invest in my professional development. While I was living in Istanbul, my work finished around 6, 6:30 or 7, so I couldn't invest in my professional development. But here, transportation is easy, and lifestyle, if you get used to, becomes easy. And also, I like university campus. It is very green. So these are the best parts of Kayseri.
Have you faced any difficulties, and if you did, how did you overcome them?
I have faced very big obstacles, like for example, when I first arrived here, I thought that university students might be very open-minded people, and they can welcome other ideologies and thoughts. But one of my students, he didn't like my views, and he was quite prejudiced against my ideas, and he easily condemned me. So the conflict that I lived with him was totally about my views and his own views. It was the biggest challenge He even didn't want to listen to me. He even didn't want to understand my ideas. He just labeled me and he condemned me in his mind.
So how were you able to overcome this kind of feeling?
Actually, I talked to my friends, my colleagues, and I asked their experiences, and they also talked about these stories, and they say that they are also facing these kinds of challenges. And I felt I'm not alone. This is a general situation. With the help of my colleagues, I could overcome.
1, 2, go.
So, do you think that cultural difference is an obstacle for labor migration?
Yes, that's for sure. Because where you grow up, you get used to your own culture, beliefs, ideas. But when you encounter with a new reality, you don't know how to react to this reality. For example, Kayseri is a conservative place, so it is not easy for a teacher or instructor coming from Ankara and Istanbul to adapt here.
What preparations would you recommend to a prospective labor migrant coming here?
First of all, they need to check the work conditions at university. When I first arrived at Abdullah Gül University, work conditions were much more better. I mean, we had less hours, more free time to develop ourselves, and the conditions were totally different. Students had MacBooks and they had a chance to go abroad, etc. So, in prospects, migrants should check the work conditions there, and also salary. Salary is also important. They should have a plan in their mind if they can afford their life. And also they need to consider in terms of professional development, will they have enough free hour? For example, in my first and second years, I had a lot of hours, but in my last 2 years, the working conditions became very hard for university instructors at Abdullah Gül University.
So, is there anything that you wanted to add more?
If you grew up in a more liberal and free mindset place, you should prefer to move to that kinds of places, like if you grew up Ankara, Istanbul, maybe Izmir, Manisa, Muğla. It will be better for you because the lifestyles of people are similar. But coming to Kayseri is a big challenge. So people need to balance in their minds. Do they think that if they can overcome this obstacle, why not? If they think that salary is the most important factor, they can come.
Obviously. So, thank you so much for your attention. That's the end of our interview.
I thank you.